Young Ryan. Only reason I'm doing this because I think you're funny and smart. But it looks like you're begging Netflix.
So I look at this as like, yo, a masterclass. When you're trying to build a following, give out good information, build and continue to create, take the feedback and keep it moving. Like, we got to realize it's up to the small creators now to create their own lanes, because nobody's really going to save you. You have to now bet on you. Nobody is coming to save you in content creator land. You thought it was going to be Netflix. No. HBO. No. Comedy Central. Never. Yo, what's good? Welcome back. This is the Furious Robinson podcast, and I'm your host, Furious, your curator of conversation, wordsmith aficionado, shit talking contrarian. I'm here to build. This is a Sick Times media production. Yo, but anyways, independent media is here to stay. Salute to Ryan Davis, who put on a masterclass by dropping his special on Patreon independently.
I spent $150,000 to produce my own comedy special, and then I took it to Netflix and they told me it wasn't good enough. Now, when Netflix said that it wasn't good enough or they were not interested, I'm not even going to lie, it hurt my feelings because it made me feel like maybe I'm not good enough as a comedian to be on their platform.
Oh, and I rock with this heavy because, yo, it's not about the platform, it's about the person. You are the platform and you are the niche. So as you're building, as you're creating content, as you're doing whatever you do, because you could be a podcaster, a filmmaker, a musician, whatever it is, at some point in time, you're going to have to come to that fork in the road where you're going to say, oh, am I going to sign with a massive conglomerate? Or am I just going to get it out the mud and take it independent? And that's what Ryan did. And this is going to be an opening because they like to say there's gatekeepers. The gates are now open and you have all the autonomy.
I know some of you are like, well, you know, it looks like your videos did good views, but they don't do 1 million. At least some of the ones on Netflix do 1 million. I get that, but that's only because I didn't include the one that did like 3.5 million views. I wasn't trying to flex. I'm just telling you it was doing very well. In fact, I wanted to see if there was some Instagram bias and I took it to TikTok and it did over 4.5 million views. Now that led me to believe that people actually do want to see my special. And maybe I was right that I made something dope. But here's the dilemma. I still haven't been able to get it out to the public. Do I put it on YouTube? I can't get into my YouTube page. I don't know what to do. So I decided I produced it independently. I'm going to release it independently.
But yo, real quick, before we get back into the chaos, everything you see on this channel, I make it myself. The edits, the thumbnails, the writing, the scripts, that's all me. And now I'm dropping limited art prints from the same creative brain that brought you this video. Now, each one of these are designed by me, printed on premium satin paper, and it's just about 15 pesos, 15 ducats. The link is in the description. Grab one, hang it up, support the movement, and make your wall say something for once. All right, back to dabbling in the dark art. Oh, Ryan pulled up the math. He pulled up the data. When you pull up the data on them, that's when you know I'm serious. Yo, I'm lapping you in real time. I'm looking at your page. I'm looking at my page, and I'm doing way better. So why do I need you? And that's essentially what he's saying. Yo, talk your talk, Ryan. 3.4 million on IG. I had to test the bias, so I brought it over to TikTok. Yo, that's how you stand in your craft. That's how you really build and show. Because now, let's just break the myth. To really be a successful creator, to be a successful entrepreneur, you only need 1,000 people to spend $100. That's it. You don't need millions and gazillions of people tap into your content. No, to be a successful, let's use keywords here, successful entrepreneur, you only need 1,000 people to spend $100 in a calendar year. You do the math on that. I'll let you guys be the math wizards.
So March 27th, I'm going to put my special out. You can see it on my Patreon. I don't even need you to sign up to my Patreon. If you support me and you believe in me, all I ask you to do is like this video, comment on it, and share it in your stories. That's it. Just tell the algorithm that this is a post that you rock with, so the word can be spread. Because I want all the artists that want to take their career into their own hands to see that it can work.
When you're doing these shows and you bringing these ideas to bigger companies like Netflix, HBO, Comedy Central, whoever, they're giving you pushback, or there's just people inside of those rooms that maybe don't even like your style of comedy. It's not that you're not lit on your own. It's not that it's not fire. To them, you're not their taste. So they're just going to kick you to the curb without even reading the resume. They're not even doing their homework. They're not even looking up the data, and Ryan's doing it himself.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
So I look at this as like, yo, a masterclass. When you're trying to build a following, give out good information, build and continue to create, take the feedback and keep it moving. Like, we got to realize it's up to the small creators now to create their own lanes, because nobody's really going to save you. You have to now bet on you. Nobody is coming to save you in content creator land. You thought it was going to be Netflix. No. HBO. No. Comedy Central. Never. When you see different creators when you see different creators going independent on platforms like Patreon, on Substack, on Gumroad, that's when you really need to tap in. That's when you have to show these bigger companies they missed out on a deal. So likelihood is, if you're actually watching this video, you're trying to build something, you're trying to go independent. Bet on yourself. That's the easiest thing I can tell you to do. Continue to stay consistent in your craft and get it out the mud, because in due time, people are going to have to take notice. If you're working on something, drop it in the comments, hit the like button and subscribe. This is the Furious Robinson podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we up.